Tell them run it up. I wake up. Yeah.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now.
Check.
No drip, this.
Wet.
Tell them run it up. No sleep, no
Rest.
Might crash, might
Wreck.
but first die.
Stretch.
Tell them run it up. I wake up,
Flex.
thumb down now.
Check.
No drip, this.
Wet.
Tell them run it up. No sleep, no
Rest.
Might crash, might
Wreck.
but first die.
Stretch.
Tell them run it up.
Now
Now that 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. We are here, Ebony Sports Reporters. We got Coach Stud in the house with us. Coach Stud, Coach Bernard Brown. And how y'all doing? Coach Bernard Brown, you still muted?
Doing good. How's everybody?
There you go. There you go. Can we hear you?
We're doing fine, Coach Stud. We can hear you, Coach Bernard Brown. So how you doing tonight?
I'm just kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get into this 62 years old next week, so, you know, I'm still partying.
All right. Coach Julius Hall will be trying to join us. Coach Teacher, Coach Fritz also be trying to join us. Coach Charles Morris, he's still out there somewhere dangling. But we said to everybody share. And so we're going to jump in this right here. Coach Bernard Brown, now I'm going to let you know this. You wanted to talk about Lele. We had shown Lele's video before, but we're going to let you have your comment on it because you wasn't with us when we had Lele on before. So we're going to do this repeat right here. So y'all checking out the show. We say again to everyone, share.
Dang, I want to knock her. She ran out her shoe. Go to Leia. Go Lele. Go Lele. Let's go Lele. Good job, Lele. Let's go Lele. Let's go Lele. Let's go Lele. Let's go Lele. Lele. Let's go to Leia. Come on, mama. Let's go to Leia. Let's go to Leia. Let's go to Leia. Let's go to Leia. She ran out her shoe and had it. Let's go. She lost her shoe and had it.
So Coach Bernard Brown, your thoughts on Lele?
Hey, I'm telling you, I was more entertaining with the crowd. You know what I'm saying? And this little girl just was burning. And it was somebody older had lost their shoe. Just a little girl here. Yeah, might be her sister. They got to be the slowest kids in the world. She just got to be the fastest woman in the world. Point blank.
I think that's what Coach Stud has said about him before when he saw. So yeah, so to run him down like that.
I was impressed with the young child. Now, had that been an older child, they wouldn't even try to compete. Not only did she go back and place her shoe on, she went and got them. The average child would have been 16, 17 years old. Once they lost a shoe, they wouldn't even ran. But hey, what about her courage? And went and got them and won the race. That's what had that crowd electrified. What she did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So next we move to this moment right here, and we said, everyone, you have to appreciate the time that you have while in this world right here, because you never know when you might pass. And so we have to do this because we go and acknowledge folks. And that Benjamin Gay, who was a former running back with the Cleveland Browns, he passed away in a car accident, in a car crash. And that was recent. So again, our condolences, Ebony Sports Reports, to the Gay family and to, again, those people who believed and supported him through his careers and his life. So again, we throw that out there to you all. Any comments that you all have with regards to that?
Yeah. That was a bad boy. It's been a lot of football players past. This past what 6 months now, a later 2023 on to 2024, and I think Cleveland lost at least about 3 so far with Jim Brown and another guy, not him. I say I pray out to the family and the NFL family, and you just have to live your life. You know what I'm saying? Treat people right, and everything will be okay, man. Just be careful.
All right. I was about to say Coach Stud, but I think Coach Stud is buffering right now. Give it a second and see. All right. Well, I guess we'll go on to this right here. Coach Stud will probably be joining us back. Let's see something. All right. Let's see. Add him to the stage. But if not, we move on to this right here. This topic right here. This is coming up, or this has happened. So, Kalia Cooper got a T because she didn't like what they say was the late bucket by Nigeria. And this is in the women's basketball. This USA basketball right here. And some of y'all know, which we had showed the person. That from Savannah State University, who is on basically the national team for Nigeria in the Olympics. And it was easy. It was easy. Kalu, who was the one that they got upset with. She was the one, bam, made the shot, went up for the shot. And so, again, some people were not happy with regard to that. And they said, we got to get a little better with regard to how we handle it. So, Coach Stud, what's your thoughts with regards to that?
I didn't really see nothing wrong with it. The game had already been decided. So, hey, the kids in the Olympics, man, they trying to get a little moment to shine, They gonna score, That's just how it is. This the Olympics. This not a game, that didn't have no meaning to them, So I didn't really see nothing wrong with it personally,
Right, and she is, again, a former Lady Tiger. So, Coach Bernard Brown, what's your thoughts?
Man, it wasn't no big deal. But one thing about it, those Nigerian girls was competing. They didn't back down on them. I think what happened was the United States girls was getting a little physical because Nigeria was hanging in there with them. If you seen the game, a couple of those American girls was elbowing them, hitting them in the neck. But I want to admire Nigeria head coach. She is one to find something. Good Lord, have mercy. Man, she can come on back to the United States. I had to get that out, man. I'm like, Lord, have mercy. She was luscious.
Okay. Well,
Had a moment.
Right. We're going to move on with regard to some motivation right now.
Who you gonna pick? Oh, he about to pick Lipsy. He about to pick Lipsy. Hey, let's go, Lipsy! Oh, Lipsy, go get his ass, Lipsy! Go get his ass, Lipsy! Go get his ass, Lipsy!
And that's some motivation for some of y'all out there saying y'all need to be able to move like that, make moves like that, Coach Bernard Brown.
Man, if Big Man had like 2 more steps, he would have caught him. Just 2 more steps, he would have caught him. But my man was moving. Boy, you ain't gonna never see this no more. A black man running behind a white man and trying to catch him. It should be the other way around, isn't it? That's motivation.
Coach Stud. And the fact that he's 65 years old. 65 years old, too.
Yeah.
65 years old, too.
Yeah.
That's what I was just going to hedge on about him being 65 years old. That's where the motivation came from. You got a kid there, 17, we talking about a 40-year difference there, nearly give or take a little bit. Hey, it took that kid everything he had in him to get there. He couldn't. If he'd got picked again, he couldn't even got up. The motivation came from the 65-year-old of me. He jumped out on him, but it was just the youth that was able to just get enough of him.
All right. And so Coach Fritz is not here, nor is Coach Julius Hall, but we had this for them. Coach Julius Hall is not here, nor Coach Fritz. And this is about aliens, because we now have to add aliens to it. We have aliens amongst us, aliens. Coach Stud, what's your thoughts?
He, at his size, to get through there, he had to be an alien.
Yeah.
I was hoping Coach Hall would be on here so he can tell you about the alien that I seen down in Alabama.
It was.
In Mobile, Alabama. Alien was at the door.
Hey, I think the alien got Coach Eric, Mike, and everything else.
Yeah, I mean.
And so, Coach Fritz, did you see Coach Fritz? We had an alien for you. Did you see it?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. That's we just because again, Coach Fritz, because again, aliens are amongst us. Coach Fritz, go ahead. As you know, and Coach Julius Hall, go ahead.
You see the shirt, right? Transformers. That's aliens for you. Look at the background, aliens for you. That big weight to fit through that little hoop. Yeah, his body shrunk a little bit and then came back out big. So he just contorted his body. That's alien stuff.
All right, Coach Bernard Brown.
You want us to know,
Man, my thing is how many time it took him to get through that. I know for a fact he had to just do at least about 50 or 60 times to get through that. It ain't no he had to. Ain't no alien, but he had to, But for him to be that big and get through that little hoop, it's just like having a baby. He came on out. That's a big ass baby. I feel sorry for that woman.
Okay, so we'll go to the Olympics. We gotta throw some honor out. Oh, go ahead, Coach Fritz.
Hold on. I just have to say this. I'm privileged. All the Leos is in the house right now. All the Leos is in the house right now.
Best sign in the world.
I have to say that. Yeah. I just realized who's holding the platform right now. It's all the Leos. We'll see what comments come through. Go ahead with the Olympics. I just have to point that out.
Oh, I gotta do a screenshot. That's what I'm doing right now. I gotta do a screenshot of this right here. That's what I'm doing right now. Yeah. We have done the screenshot. Yes.
There you go.
So yes, now we go on to the Olympics.
There you go. Thank you.
So yes, now we go on to the Olympics.
Before you do, let me tell Jack Taylor I say hello.
So Jack, you heard him. So, okay, Coach Stud, and so this is Quincy Hall making it happen. So and now we're going to take it on down here for you with regards to give some other element with regards to Quincy.
When I hit him with this whole 100 round, young jock in the club with my clock. You wanna play it, then it's going down. We ain't they hesitating, bullies get the blazing. I'ma lay him down like he in a lounge. Walk him down, 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 walk him down. Walk down on them in Balenciaga on them. My blood sliming.
Coach Fritz, what's your thoughts?
Love it, love it, love it. I've been watching all the Olympics. He was fast. He came on strong at the end to win it all. And then he did the angel. Ain't nothing better than that.
Coach Bernard Brown.
You know what? I'm very impressed with not only the Olympic, but those track guys, man, the USA, they winning. Those guys is moving. I mean, and one thing I love about it is their passion. And if you look at it, most of them started like in the back, and then all of a sudden you just put that kick in and just kept it going. Very impressed. Very impressed. Yep. I think this is probably one of the most best Olympics, me personally, that I ever seen. Yep.
Coach Stud.
Hey, I totally agree with Coach Bernard Brown. It even got my girl watching it, and she don't watch though. Or she's not really in the sports, but she won't miss no events. But that was a clear victory there. We'll get to the 100 meters probably a little later, but I liked that one there. He can start off and he came on real strong there. Clear victory. Good win.
And someone said it, that he was probably an alien, and so I wasn't going to say it. I was just waiting for someone else to go and say it. But it's something I did forget. Kirsten Johnson, again, one of the stars of a gymnastic team that was at one of the two HBCUs. You got Fisk Bulldogs and Talladega Tornadoes, and Talladega recently closed down or shut down their gymnastic program after 1 year. So Kirsten, who was one of the stellar stars for them, she's now gone on to Temple University, so we got to hail her up and tell her to continue soaring with regards to that. And so now we come to this right here. We got a little, some people concerned about this. They're saying, how can Brittany Griner come off the bench? Is the U.S. women's basketball team that dominant that Brittany comes off the bench? Some people are surprised about that. So, Coach Stud.
Well, they had to get her in there when they want a shot at winning, but they just done that because of the layoff of her not playing, but we know that she is the NBA. If it wasn't for her, having that little episode where she wasn't able to play, she'd have definitely been a starter with the team geared and up around her. But that's just a way of pacifying the media of the players that didn't make that Olympic team.
Yeah, because the Germany coach is saying that she's basically saying this is how devastating they are as a team. She's like, if Brittany Griner comes off the bench, Coach Bernard Brown, she's saying, what type of talent do they have if Brittany Griner comes off the bench? What's your thoughts on that from the coach from Germany?
Hey, she right, because Brittany plays center. She's not going to start before AJ. AJ, a two-time WNBA Player of the Year. She getting her endorsement. So they loaded. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. And then people who watch basketball and know basketball, basically, they ain't no surprise. I mean, they loaded. Let's think about all the ones they left off there. So I don't think she's going to start ahead of AJ. But on the couple games when they played Nigeria, AJ and Brittany was in there together. They did that high-low. Kill them. AJ was on top of the key. Brittany was down to the bottom. Boom, boom, boom. That sound like our coach like that. Boom. Had a moment.
Coach Fritz.
I agree with Coach Bernard. Her coming off the bench, the talent in front of her is crazy. Then she's coming off the bench. So, that's a demoralizing thing for the enemy because they're like, wait a minute. Brittany Griner is good. And then you have her coming off the bench, just like Durant is coming off the bench. So you don't lose any steps with her coming off the bench. You don't lose anything. You still have that dog mentality, the swagger, and then Asia Wilson is phenomenal. So we already know how that goes. But Brittany Griner coming off the bench, I don't know if y'all remember this years ago. The Lakers had that kind of squad coming off the bench, a whole bunch of all-stars coming off the bench, and so did the Boston Celtics. You know what I'm saying? So this is beautiful for them. Beautiful to watch.
All right. And so there was a recalculation. Jordan Childs wasn't given any credit for skill. And so what happened when they did the review, she then won the bronze. And everyone, because again, I have to go and say this, y'all heard me talk about this last week, that again, NBC blocking us from being able to have some of this right here where we can show y'all the videos. But again, the reaction from the teammates, people in the crowd, her parents, everybody, the family excited for her. And what's your thoughts with regards to that, Coach Bernard?
Fantastic, man. I'm telling you, and I can say it over and over again, man. The United States, when it comes to gymnastics, track, basketball, they putting on a show. And they putting on a show. I haven't seen no boxing, nothing like that, but they got it right. You know, they got it right. So,
all right. Coach Stud.
Hey, I concur with Coach Bernard Brown on this. They are putting on a show. The United States is representing the United States very well over there in every aspect. I got to concur with Coach Bernard on that one.
Coach Fritz.
I'm glad she won the bronze. Congratulations to her. That whole gymnastic team, whether it's the men's, the women, the basketball for the men's and women, they did their thing. And the swimming. I don't know if you paid attention to the swimming. The U.S. men was, listen, I was watching it with my daughter, the women, and I'm yelling. She goes, "What's the matter with you? You in pain?" I go, "No." Then the men's came on. She started yelling. I said, "Now you know how it feels to watch sports and watch the United States winning." Because she's like, "Go, go, go." I was like, "Oh, now you into sports like I am now." I said, "Now you're yelling." So U.S., I agree with Coach Bernard Brown. U.S. is doing their thing with this Olympic. And it's not like it's tainted. It's not like it's skill. It's the swagger. It's the skill. It's everything. You prepare for it. I don't even know what this guy's name is for the gymnastics. They call him Mr. Perfection, Mr. Specialist. He had glasses on. They call him Clark Kent. He came out, he had a lever. He was measuring the horse. And he came out and did his routine. I was impressed. I was left impressed. He, by far, the gymnastics, the U.S. men wasn't supposed to win the bronze. By far, they did that. They impressed me. Everything impressed me. Everything.
Yeah.
Coach Tisha, glad to have you here. Glad I know you glad to be in the midst of the sun. The sun. Everything revolves around and evolves because of the sun. The sun is tied to Leo, the lion. And we're going to let you say something real quick. Then we're going to go to a timeout because I don't need to have no issue with the president of our black media and the associate producer. So, again, your thoughts with regards to bam.
In regards to what?
You wasn't paying attention? You wasn't listening?
To which part? The Leo part or whatever happened before that?
What happened before that? I was just doing that.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to go to a break right now. We're going to a timeout. Right.
Why did you decide to dress like this today? This is not even your flag that you're wearing.
You like it? I dressed for Memorial Day.
Sweetheart, it is not Memorial Day. It is Independence Day.
I didn't care too much for that movie. I think Men in Black was better.
You know what? Never mind.
Why aren't you dressed in your American clothes?
I'm not a patriotic person.
It is not what you do for your country. It is what you did with your country. Wait, was that right?
Yes, that was actually perfect. I can tell you've been watching that Captain America After Dark show.
It is Mr. America After Dark. If you look for that guy trouble, he will give you double.
he actually has enough trouble of his own. This guy goes to the clubs at night, committing all kind of financial sins.
Is a lie. My God will punish you.
And then Mr. Murray, from that financial sins show, he liked to dress up as the money mantis. And then he goes right in the club after him and takes him down for those financial sins that he be committing.
Thunder fire you.
Need your garments cleaned with care and with a professional touch? Then bring them to One Price Cleaners in Garden City at the Old Farmers Market on Highway 80. Service you can count on.
We are back, Ebony Sports Reporters, with Coach Alien Fritz. Coach Julius Hall is not with us. He is on a UFO right now, about to fly back into Savannah. And got Coach Stud, Coach Bernard Brown, Coach Tisha. Glad to have you with us, Coach Tisha. Glad to have you. And so we're going to come to the 100 meters, the women's 100 meters. And this is something, again, we celebrate this right here.
Final of the women's 100 is away, and Julian Alfred got out really well. Sha'Carri Richardson's got some work to do, but it's going to be St. Lucia's. Julian Alfred wins the first ever Olympic medal for her nation.
My people from St. Lucia were all happy. My people from St. Lucia. So, yeah, it's good. Wonderful thing. And also wonderful how, again, from Sha'Carri and everyone else, all three of them representing. Coach Charles Morris, we got something for you, Coach Charles Morris. Coach Charles Morris, make sure you stay on. Make sure we got something for you, Coach Charles Morris. So, Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
I was, come on, ecstatic for them. They deserve it. Well done. I mean, I know everybody was like, oh, Sha'Carri was going to win gold. I'm sure she's just as proud of herself with silver because I was just as proud of her. So kudos to all of those young ladies. They did absolutely spectacular.
That speed, their speed, all of them. Second, third, and fourth. That's to say something for you. It's just the girl had a little bit extra speed winning it for the first time for her country. But
yeah, that's a good first time. Gold medal
for her country. You never have to work ever again. You know what I'm saying? Just go to the clubs, say what's up, 10,000.
Really?
Hey, that's what it is.
Which club?
Together.
Coach Bernard Brown.
Man, I watched that race. Man, that girl, she kicked in it for her. I mean, I'm more proud of the St. Lucians. I'm more proud of them, man, because that girl was smoking. And then they, how people always hating. They say, what happened to your girl? Your girl got smoked. Your girl got smoked. What, all those Shannon Sharp show, all what I'm saying? They just thought the girl got smoked. But she lost that race, but she came back the next day and kicked it in and won the gold. So, you can't win it all the time, but like I did, she redeemed herself. So I'm like I said, I'm proud of St. Lucia's. That was their first gold medal ever. So, we good.
Yes, it is.
And so, Coach Stud and to Coach Bernard Brown, you alluded to something, and that some people tried to throw some dirt on it, but in fact, all three of them were showing love to one another. So and that's the thing that I wanted to make sure people understood that again, it was no jealousy, no envy, none of that. They was all happy for one another, and because it's something else that Sha'Carri does also. That again, we're going to bring up on the show to show again. What people try to do on the outside, trying to cause the issues, that ain't what's happening. Coach Stud, what's your thoughts on all that?
I got to agree with our host, Jamal, on that one. I like what you said, exactly. But I was happy. I'm definitely strictly USA. But I was glad for her to win one for the country. That was the first time ever, and boy, and she bought it. She earned it, and they was all happy. It was nobody, upset about it. They was happy for her, and she deserved it, that win. She brung it, boy.
Yep.
And many folks like to talk about Gail Devers, Allison Felix, FloJo, Jackie Jonah Kersey, but it's someone that I've always had this great admiration for. And it's like, if you got to pay some homage to her, that we're going to do this right here, because some people don't know about her, but some people do know about her. Evelyn Ashford. Some remember the '88 Olympics. And so we're gonna go back in time. We're gonna go back in time with regards to going to Evelyn. And so yes indeed. So we come right here.
Sheila Eccles. Alice Brown to Sheila Eccles, who you see here, then to FloJo, Florence Griffith Joyner, and then handing off to Evelyn Ashford, who will anchor. Alice Brown closing the stagger on Bulgaria. She is burning up the turn. Here's the pass. It's a good one. There's one down, two to go.
Much better than in the semifinal. This is the critical pass for the U.S.
Will FloJo start out fast enough?
Excellent.
But they're behind at this point.
That's East Germany. To Evelyn. Marlies Gurr is anchoring, and here comes the Soviets. East Germany. Here comes Evelyn Ashford. She does it. 41-97.
Evelyn Ashford.
Yeah.
That's right. Evelyn Ashford. Again, people talk about others, but again, and you saw what she did. And this with the Soviets and the East Germans were major players with regard to all this right here. But again, Coach Stud.
Well, you took us back 36 years, Dan. But she didn't run fast as she can. She run fast as she want to. And with your FloJos and Evelyn, and then you got Sonja Cheeseberg, who's here, a local home girl. But I had to find a way to get that in there, But
you're correct. That's right. She was a major factor too.
Since our host didn't mention her name, with the other greats, But that was outstanding race there, though.
I couldn't mention everybody, Coach. So, Coach Fritz.
Great throwback. I forgot about her. I forgot. People tend to, you see it, but then it's 36 years, and then it's just like, oh shoot, you just relive it again. I remember her race. I remember rooting for her and jumping and screaming. But she did a hell of a run. Great throwback. Great.
I mean, it's great to see those that look like this, even from 36 years ago.
Yeah.
You give these young ladies that motivation to see, listen, this is what you want to model yourself after. Good job.
Yeah.
Coach Bernard Brown.
I'm gonna go a little deeper than that. Yeah, I don't mean to bring it in, but I'm gonna bring it in. This country can embrace us when we doing something for them. To Olympic, bringing in the goals, bringing this way, way, way back for FloJo and all of them, and Boo Boo, and I'm like this him. Okay, when the Olympic is over, then we just another. You know what I'm saying? And that's what pissed me off, because everybody that's winning in the Olympic 2024 look like us, smell like us, talk like us. That's all I'm saying. I ain't trying to start something, but I'm trying to start something. Hey, embrace us when we not doing something for y'all ass. Period.
Yep.
All right. And so now we come to, again, someone else winning first time for their nation. And this is David DePina. And he's from Cabo Verde. So let y'all understand. People say they're from Cape Verde and other stuff like that. People think they talk Creoles, other stuff. Guess what? Black folks, Africans are there. We are there in Cabo Verde. That's Cabo Verde right there. So again, that's just let y'all know. And he's a boxer, and he won the first gold for his nation. Bernard Brown, what's your thoughts?
Man, I ain't trying to hit on your fellow native, but man, what's up with the pop-off, man?
Versatility.
And hey, if I'm in the ring with him, man, I said, man, you got it, man. Go ahead.
That's exactly
We even got to fight. We even got to fight with no shit like this. Go ahead, you got it. They're just like Jamal people. Boy, they'll make you laugh.
Coach Stud.
Look at him. I was in the ring with him, and we going after that goal. I got to try to knock them pom-poms and put them in a ponytail. Hey, kudos to the young man.
Coach Tisha.
I mean, Africa's been letting everybody know we here. Don't just think we in the fields. We are here, and they are winning goals. They're not just winning bronze and silver. They're letting you know what you thought Africa looked like. This is what we really look like. So I'm exceptionally proud of all of them. Great, great job.
Coach Fritz.
First thing first, I think he used the pom-poms as a distraction.
He did.
You sitting there looking at it, he already two-pieced you. Bop, bop, you know, and you sitting there going, oh, damn, that's not funny, but it's too late. So, but Africa and all the countries that's winning it for the first time, they look like us.
Yeah.
Performing. And, you know, a lot of people, like, people don't understand what the sacrifice and the dedication that goes into this stuff. And, you know, other countries going to treat them, they're like you said, they're going to treat those guys like royalty. It's just us that when we come back here, we don't get that same treatment.
Yeah.
Them people from Africa, they're going to go home. They already got ticket tape parade. They already got sponsorship. They got a whole bunch of things waiting for them to go when they go home. They're going to be treated like royalty, kings and queens. So it's a beautiful thing to see a lot of first nations winning their first gold or first silver or first anything. I'm just waiting till Haiti hits the. I know Haiti won gold. Won silver before. Medals before. I just haven't seen it. I just see the at the bottom. I just haven't seen one where I actually saw the person win. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Lá o déjà connaît lá.
There you go. There you go.
Ça passe.
Hey, change the rules. Change the rules.
Déjà connaît lá.
So, and with the Olympics, again, another part that people don't see, we're going to show just, 3 things with regards to this. And so one of them is tied to Sha'Carri. So what happened, people have been criticizing a 19-year-old who's replaced some of the stellar Jamaican sprinters, women sprinters. And they critiqued her because she's 19 years old. And Sha'Carri jumped up to defend her and said, that's my sister, and stood up for her. And then also you have a South Sudan runner, athlete, who injures himself. And then so the Laotian, again, somebody from Southeast Asia, she then turns back around after she crossed the finish line to go help her. And so the Olympics, Coach Stud, what's your thoughts with regards to all that when you look at sportsmanship and sportswomanship?
Listen, they got to understand, anytime there's an injury, someone has to replace them. We have to step up with what we feel is the next thing up. As we like to refer to over here, the next man up. She's just 19 years old. Hey, that's who was the next girl up. Got to live with. That's sportsmanship. If a person get hurt, you got to turn back and go help them, you know. You can't let this big event overtake your sportsmanship now. And that was real classy of her, I thought.
All right. Yeah. Coach Bernard Brown.
I piggyback what Coach Terry said. Absolutely. And I think we the only sports show in the world and dressing our people that's over there running and boxing and doing right. We the only one addressing it. When they come home, treat them better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We the only people the only Ebony sports reporter, our black media addressing situation. Nobody ever ain't gonna address it. You know why? Because we do what we do, and for them, it's no different if Jamal running against me and he failed, and I'm gonna like, boom, I'm gonna go check on him, make sure he's good. But you know who checked on him? People that look like us.
Right.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah. And Coach Tisha.
I mean, listen, these people, they have manners. Like, they were raised right. They weren't raised to just walk all over people the way they've, I'm sure, been walked over before. So, of course, it's good to show that they have sportsmanship and to know that, okay, let me go ahead and cross over, but I'm going to come back and make sure you good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to just jeopardize my race. I'm going to make sure that, my fellow opponents are good as well.
Yeah.
Carrie, she's a good kid. She's a really, really good kid. And if you listen to some of the things that she says, she understands that where she is at this point in her life, I mean, it took a lot to get her there, and she's grateful for it. She's not arrogant about where she is. So I'm happy for her, and I'm happy of the relationships that she does have with her opponents that are, that are on and off the track. She goes and comforts them when they win or when they lose. So it's good to see. And I can see that her family is very, very proud of her. You can see it on their faces when the cameras pan over to them. So I'm exceptionally proud of her. She's a really, really good kid.
Yeah, she is. But this country criticize her for smoking weed. Man, shit.
I mean, listen, weed was a problem when they weren't benefiting financially from it. So, hey.
Coach Fritz.
People don't understand the camaraderie, the sports. You see these people year after year after year, not just in the Olympics, but other events. So, yes, if you criticizing a 19-year-old, yes, I'm going to step up and defend her. Leadership. That's professionalism. Also, you going back to help your fellow athlete, even though you're competitors, at first, y'all all have the same love for the same sport, no matter what it is. Basketball, football, track and field, the high jump. Somebody get hurt, you see the human side. And that's what the thing that some people is missing in the United States is the human side, the human factor. Bet you aliens come down in here, you'll see a whole bunch of human factors.
Yeah.
All right. And so again, this is something that comes into play. So, and something else again, this is tied to Olympics also. We'll be kind of winding on. What did Charles Morris say? What did he say?
Here we go.
Who is that?
It was Charles Morris. You can take it down, Mr. Producer. We're gonna go back to the video. Right after this, we got the videos for Coach Charles Morris and Coach U.S. Hall. But I was trying to focus on the Olympics, trying to help us on out. But we're gonna do this right here. We can go back to this video.
I feel like Pac.
What?
Here we go.
What's your thoughts on that block, Coach Fritz?
Love the block. The hell of a block. He thought he had a free layup. Get that out of there. And he caught it and still held on to it. Some people knock it out of bounds or it goes off. He caught it on the backboard. As a matter of fact, he signed his name on the backboard saying, I blocked your shot. Because anybody that plays sports, when you block it, they'll tell you your name is on that backboard. I blocked your shot. And he took the ball and held it. Like, yo, don't come in my house with that. The only thing he didn't do is that Mutombo thing. That's all he didn't do.
Yeah.
That was a great block, though. That was a really good block. What teams were those? Do you know?
South Sudan and I forgot the other one.
Puerto Rico.
See again, Coach Bernard Brown. Go ahead, be short about it. Don't follow that foolishness from Coach Charles Morris. Okay.
And then I want to invite, hey, James Brown, thanks for tuning in, my sidekick. But in America, if that block in America, it would have been goaltending. Because of the Olympic, you can hit it off, pound it off the backboard and everything. But man, he was just reaching. And you know what? What's so good about this here, y'all, is that they play outside. They ain't in no gym. They getting better outside. Man, we need to get Jamal people and everybody, we need to get these people prop, man. They doing their thing. I got to give it to them, But yeah, that's right, Mars. You did that at Jenkins High School against Jamal. So, I had a moment.
Coach Stud.
Well, first we got to get a props to Charles Brown. He was the first one invented what we call pinning it on the glass. That was a textbook of pinning it on the glass, blocking it on the glass. And Charles Morris invented that in '84 at Jenkins High School. So we got to definitely
Wolverine.
Yes, give a shout out to Charles Morris, because he invented pinning it on the glass.
Yeah.
That was textbook there.
Wow, thank you, Coach Stud.
What's the matter? Hey, you were some bad boys now.
Well, this would be the last thing. And so some people don't realize that what we do for Ebony Sports Reporters, that we don't be planning shows the day of. Soon as one show's over with, we are now on it that very day. In a matter of hours, looking at the show for next week, after the stuff right here. And so Coach Julius Hall, on one of his Our Black Media shows, he said something, but he ain't realized that we already had something set up, because the announcement has been made.
It's our turn.
Flag football. And see, again, Ebony Sports Report, we already had that set up for it to be show y'all. And Coach Julius Hall said, why they don't have that? And so that's why, again, I really don't show, I can't say something, because I ain't about to give up our jewels for Ebony Sports Reports, because that's how we is. That's how we is, Coach Teacher. That's how we is. That's how we roll. Absolutely. That's what we do. HBJ, harassment high. Yeah, but in 2028, flag football will be played as an Olympic sport for men and women. Now, I'm going to throw this out there. Some of y'all got young ladies in your families that you should probably be encouraging them to play high school flag football and go on a collegiate level also. That who knows, they might wind up in the Olympics in 2028. So we'll throw that out there. Though Coach Stud just turned on me, Coach Stud.
My grandbaby asked me, in 2028, can she swim in the Olympics? I said, well, baby, in 2028, you're 9 now, you'll just be 13. But anyway, that's going to be, it'll give us some more, events, and it's going to be very competitive now, even with the females. They're going to play that flag football on a high level in these Olympics now, and we're gonna take our best now. We're only going to send our best now. So that'll be great. That'll be great. Another dimension for us to watch and get excited about it. Ebony Sports, I have it for sure.
Coach Fritz.
You notice how we're excited about the Olympics because we have a whole bunch of fields that we're in. This flag football is going to, for men and women, is going to set precedents. And it's coming great commercial. First thing first, great commercial. Jalen Hurts, great. Yeah. But we're coming, and a lot of people don't see. A lot of people don't see what the flag football is going to do for this country, and it's here. Oh, it's all said and done.
Yeah,
it's in LA. Oh, it's all said and done. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I mean, I hope we gonna be there too. Now,
yeah,
that's a little short flight away.
Yeah. We're gonna be there.
Look, Coach Julius Hall.
We gonna be there. We gonna be there.
Definitely need a press pass. I got a little brother that live out there too. So what's good?
Yeah.
But I am excited about this flag football for the girls. I myself, yes, I'm only 5 feet tall, but I have played flag football with my older brothers. It can definitely be somewhat of a contact sport, even though it's only supposed to be the flags. You know, sometimes you get a little animated in that game, but I am excited to see these girls.
We all know it start off as flag or a little touch, then it becomes all out tackle.
Exactly.
You
had to be like, hey, it's girls on this team too now.
It becomes competitive.
But it should be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Coach Bernard Brown.
Boy, you do your research, man. I'm telling you, boy, you to be a Jacob Warrior, man, you do your research, man. Nothing against y'all, damn. But yeah, I'm excited because us as us as older men, once you start playing football, next thing you go to is flag football. That's about the only thing you can go. So it's gonna be excited. All of us gonna be in Los Angeles in 2028. Jules is taking the tab, and him and Mr. Charlie Brown. And so we let's roll, y'all.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And that's why Ebony Sports Reports, that's why we do global features. Because again, just like that's what this is about. We do stuff globally. So we showcase it. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a break right now. We're going to do a timeout right now. We can come right back. We got Ebony Sports Reporters. We say share. Coach Bernard Brown, Coach Stud, Coach Tisha, and Coach Alien Fritz in the house.
Hello, I'm Richard Coleman, and I'm running for the office of Sheriff of Chatham County. And when I'm elected, I promise to inspect what I expect. Chatham County, it's time for a change, and that change is me, Richard Coleman.
I want to let you all know. And see, because I got rid of the warning, because I'm going to give you all a warning. It's a warning. I need to do a warning. We were not going to do it like this, but we got to do it like this because it is for Tompkins High and West Savannah right now. We got to do it because of Tompkins High and West Savannah right now. Coach Julius Hall and Coach Charles Morris are going to be two separate items, but we're going to combine them together. First, this is Coach Julius Hall. This is Coach Julius Hall. This is one of his people right here, Coach Julius Hall.
I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot.
That's Coach Julius Hall, mentee, doing jiu-jitsu. It don't take a lot. So now, let me show you Coach Charles Morris. Coach Charles Morris right now.
Wat die stok doet, gewoon een swieperij, dat is onvoorstelbaar.
Oeh, nee.
Ah, nee, dit... Oh!
Nou, ja. Jawel.
Ja.
Coach Charles Morris is going to say that sport was invented in West Savannah. That's what he's going to say. It's invented in West Savannah. So Coach Julius Hall, jiu-jitsu, and Coach Charles Morris, whatever that sport is called right there. Coach Bernard Brown, what you got to say about that? Tompkins High School?
Man, why y'all be hating, man? I'm telling you, we the best school in the world, man. Congratulations to Charles. Congratulations to Jules. I don't know why I don't know why he always hating on us. Let me tell y'all something right now. Jacob Ward have never won anything in Savannah, Georgia. So, that's just we always beating on them. We beating on them. You know what I'm saying? There was one guy come across here, and I throw him across the fence, and Jamar knew who it is. That's what we do.
Wow.
Coach Stud.
Well, they both got something in common. They both winners, So I wasn't upset with them for being winners, Look like what they are. Two winners to me.
There you go.
All right, Coach Tisha.
I lift your hand clap. Kudos to you, gentlemen.
Yeah, boy.
Wow.
So now this next one, this is HVJ versus Tompkins High School. This is HVJ. Now understand, HVJ is on the right, Tompkins is on the left. Check it on out. This is a sport. This is a sport. Understand, this is a sport.
And Leroy Davis, one of the most athletic mixed martial artists in the region. Right away, Davis sticks his opened hand in the face of Q Davidson. Very disrespectful, and Davidson doesn't like it at all. He's going to close the distance here and apply some head pressure, but he's already accidentally scored a point on himself, and now 2 points on himself by touching down on the wrong side of the line of scrimmage. Leroy Davidson, very, very difficult to compete against because of his unorthodox approach and his extreme athleticism. But Q Davidson, a very skilled grappler as well, and very athletic in his own right. Leroy currently has 2 points, Davidson 0. And with one takedown from an arm drag, Leroy now increases his lead to 3 with only 10 seconds left in the first round. And now 4-0, Leroy Davis. And it looks like this round is in the bag as Davis does.
HVJ defeated him in plank wars. That is called plank wars. That is his sport. Already you're doing planks, but then also you see what plank wars. Coach Tisha.
It looks like one of them didn't understand the rules of the game. I'm confused. I can't believe that's a sport. It's hard enough to do a plank in itself, let alone now you got to hit the other person. Come on, that's a bit much.
Coach Fritz.
Like Bernard Brown always say before, where do you be finding these things? Only on Urban Sports Reporters that you find these sports. This is very interesting, different. That's kind of hard. Planks is hard. If anybody don't know, planks is hard. And then you're doing the war. One of them, I have to figure out what the rules are with that one. But that was like, that takes a lot of muscle, a lot of skills, a lot of stamina, especially your abs got to be on point to do that. If anybody never did planks, try it and see it. And then you do this sports, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That might be in the Olympics next time.
Yeah.
Coach Stud.
I know David's in great shape, boy. Boy, he in great shape and got great stamina. I was impressed with him.
Coach Bernard Brown. I know you was crying because we took y'all on out. Go ahead, Coach Bernard Brown.
Yeah, but it's just like Jacob Ward, you had to get the white boy from class 202 to win an award, boy. Because you know damn well, ain't too many blacks, ain't too many white women talking. But I give you that one. If that's how you want to win, okay, you gonna win on pranks or whatever. You ain't got nothing else.
All right, so we're gonna move on. There's some rumbling in the SEC. There's some rumblings going on. That's why I like the behind the scenes stuff. There's some rumblings that is not happening. SEC. So the Big Ten and Notre Dame, they want to make their way into Texas, and they are looking at Texas A&M. Texas A&M is not happy that Texas was allowed into the SEC. So, Coach Bernard Brown, what's your thoughts? What do you foresee as the future?
Man, I think the SEC is probably the best conference in the world, and they feel like they get, even if they don't win, they get the exposure. It's about money. It's about money. So at the end of the day, everybody can come over there, but Georgia was still dominated. That's my opinion.
So, Coach Tisha, what they say was going on, Texas A&M thought that they were going to exclusively be in the SEC and that Texas will not be allowed in the SEC, but the deal was broken for them to come in there. So Texas A&M now is a little smitten, a little upset about it. What's your thoughts with regards to that?
Well, I think because of the fact that it seems like these rules get changed to benefit one more than the other as it is. So everybody just wants to keep high. I don't really get it myself, but why not? You change the rule for one, change the rule for all. And
Coach Fritz, Notre Dame is not just the Big Ten, but Notre Dame also, which is, again, that is the marquee program for college football across the entire country. So Notre Dame also, they're saying, hey, Texas A&M, we want you to come on over to the Big Ten. And so we want to make that move too, but we want you to come over there. So what's your thoughts with regards to that? Because Texas A&M feels that they've been betrayed by the SEC.
Now, for Texas to get in and Texas A&M didn't get in, that's like big bank take little bank. That's number one. That's all about the money. Texas has a more of a following and a thing like that. That's why Texas, Notre Dame is like, okay, you didn't get into the SEC, come play with us. We're gonna show you we got exposure to it in the Big Ten, and we're gonna be doing big things. The SEC right now is king. They have the revenue, they got the football, they got the competitiveness. Everybody's watching the SEC. So, sorry, big bank take little bank. That's from Ice Cube.
Well, Texas A&M is a part of SEC, but they're saying we did not think that y'all were gonna have Texas come over. Texas A&M was saying, "What y'all betrayed us on this deal." They were like saying we were going to exclusively be a part of SEC, but now y'all done bring Texas in and Oklahoma. We found Oklahoma, but then Coach Stud, what's your thoughts again? Because again, this is that intrigue that's going on right now, and that's why Notre Dame, who basically is the best independent out there, and everybody wants Notre Dame, and then Notre Dame saying, Big Ten, we'll come with you, but then also make the inroads to Texas A&M and see if they will somehow leave out the SEC and go to the Big Ten. Because when it comes down to it's the SEC and the Big Ten when it comes down to the revenue for college football.
I agree with our host there, but let me tell you what's happening here. Ever since them committees pulled that move last year on the best team in college football, the Florida State Seminoles, it's now colleges are now figuring for them to play for a national championship, they must be in the SEC or the Big Ten. And let me talk to Mr. Fritz 1 minute. There's a whole lot of money down there in College Station in Brownville, Texas. Texas A&M got just as much money as them Longhorns, probably even more. They got a big time program down at the bottom of Texas, boy. Big time down at Kyle Field. Big time college program now. That's what lured Jimbo Fisher away from Florida State. They come off their hip with a ton of money. But let me just get back to the subject of what we got going on here. Notre Dame maybe saw this coming before anybody did. They got a basketball team that plays in the Big East and a football team that played in the independent for years, and nobody never said anything about it. Now it's coming down to now. I don't know what they're going to do. They setting themselves up. They setting themselves up for what? If you ain't in the SEC or the Big Ten, you might as well not even play college football. We got to let it be won on the field and not by the conference. Don't take a Comp USA team and put them up, there. I'm hoping by them extending this playoff to 12 teams, we can truly get us a true national champion this year. But they're going to have to stop this because they losing the integrity of the game. It's just becoming about money and TV and revenue. That's all it's becoming about. And later on, I want us to talk about this. I call it college free agency. This transfer portal. It's ridiculous too, but I don't want to get into that. I call it modern day free agency for college. It's just getting ridiculous now. It's taken away from the game. I'm hoping going to the 12-team playoff that it will straighten things out and kind of level it a little bit, because that's what they done to Florida State. Still got some bitter tastes in our mouth. Come on, it really did. We won. We was undefeated on the field. Then our players opt out. We lose our quarterback. We go in there and Georgia outscore the temperature. You know what they holler? See, I told you they shouldn't have been in there. We ain't played nobody. They could have grabbed me and put me out there. I'm 55 years old, running by the 6-flat 40. They could have put me out there, but they going to have to do something, man, because this is what everybody's trying to. And the ACC got locks on us. They want us to give them $500 million or something to leave, and they know if we leave, they might as well fold the conference. But it's okay. We up here in Jacksonville practicing real good, getting ready for Georgia Tech on the 24th of this month.
A little salty.
Well, a little. I want to play. I should have been in that phone. If Georgia, your Bulldogs go ahead and take care of Alabama, I don't even have that conversation.
Yep.
When they lost that game, I knew I was in real big trouble. And I'm an undefeated ball club, but I knew I was in real big trouble.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at the committee. My cousin called me and told me, cuz they screwed us. Me and him had already talked about it. But hopefully this year, but if you're not in the SEC or Big Ten, like our host said, it's terrible. But Notre Dame must have foresaw this coming. Like I say, got a basketball team that plays in the Big East, and their football team been independent forever. They just sitting there independent. They gonna swing somewhere too and get more revenue. A lot of revenue up there in South Bend, Indiana, boy.
Yeah.
A lot of revenue up there with them Irish. Them Cousins got some money behind them. All it's gonna do is just create more revenue. But I didn't mean
why Texas mad? Why Texas A&M mad, Jamal? Why is Texas A&M? You lost me. Why is Texas A&M mad? And they already in the SEC. Why they mad? Because Texas came over there. I don't understand that one.
What they thought Texas was not going to be in the SEC. So it's almost like, you got this girl and you like say, I like you, you're going to be my girl, and I'm going to keep it with you. I'm going to be real with you. But then now you pick up a side chick, and so Texas A&M say, wait a minute, I thought it's going to be just us. So you done dipped over and got Texas, because Texas A&M and Texas got a rivalry, and Coach Stud threw it out there, and that rivalry comes down to money and all that bragging rights in the state, and that again it's worse than Alabama and Auburn, So just to throw it on out there, so that's why now Texas A&M kind of feeling like, yo, them jokers betrayed us, and Coach Stud called out, and SEC looking at the revenue, the money. You bring that Texas money in, and then so it's like, okay, that Oklahoma money in. They're like, oh, that's more money. Texas A&M like saying, hell no, it's just supposed to be us in this right here. So that's that intrigue stuff that's going on behind the scenes. And so now and Notre Dame already control their own contracts for football. So they like saying, and we're going to get some more gravy, but they say, guess what? Now we can make an inroad into Texas because we know Texas A&M ain't happy right now. And so guess what? We're going to go and say, we like you, So we can move on to this right here because, again, one of Coach Julius Hall people, Coach Bernard Brown people, Julio Jones ain't been signed yet. What's the deal? What's happening to Julio Jones and some of the other people that ain't been signed yet? So, Coach Stud.
Julio Jones maybe done played his last game. Shouldn't have nothing to say. Father Time just caught up with him. Mm-hmm. He's not every down receiver right now. I feel he can still play at a pretty high level, but the pressure to win now, you got to get out there and perform at a high level, especially on the professional level. If not, they just nobody gonna sign him. We be scratching, whoa, ain't nobody signed him yet. Hey, they see something that we don't see. It happens all the time. And sometimes players just fall on back and realize, hey, it's over with and go on and retire. I'd rather see them go out on a high note so we can be, you're only as good as your last performance. Yesterday's home run don't win today's ball game. And I'd rather see them go out on a high note, and that's what they be remembered by, than to go out struggling, I would rather see them just walk away when they're at their peak. I mean, at a high performing at a high level, so that's how they'll be remembered. Because if they fall by the wayside and then go out, that's how they're going to be remembered. Unfortunately, that's what society do to them.
Coach Bernard Brown, you and Julio used to hang out together. What's going on with that?
Yeah, he better come on and hang out with me again because his days is over, man. So he better come on to Cheetah and hang out with me and have a good time, because at the end of the day, the NFL is not looking for no 1 third down receiver. And that's what they using was third down receiver. Now, if you can't play first down, second down, third down, fourth down, and you old and you up in the age, I like Coach said, I'll send the Greyhound bus to pick you up, and then we'll stop 21-21, and we'll be okay. But he done.
Coach Fritz.
I agree with Coach Stud. I would like for Julio Jones to go out on a high note. He has done his career and the numbers he put up were great. But like he said, most people don't remember you, until your last performance. So you're like, what has he done lately? So you're looking at all the stuff he did in the past. You're looking at highlights, but you haven't seen anything that he's done lately. And nobody don't know what's actually going on. Most of the people that's in the game, they know what's going on. You don't know if something's wrong with him, but not a team picking him up. Something's definitely wrong with that, because you could still use him either in the slot, in the third receiver or fourth receiver. There's teams that could use him, but there must be something with that.
Frozen.
They're not picking him up.
Coach Tisha.
I think a lot with him is not even so much as his performance anymore. It's his off the field. A lot of that. Yes, he's now up there in age. I think he's like, 35, 36 years old?
37.
Yeah. So if your off the field antics is seemingly like Antonio Brown's, they're not really looking at you no more. You're not doing enough on the field. You're doing more off the field that's maybe not so tasteful. And when they start putting you in the same type of conversation as the other Brown, it's not really a good thing. I meant to say Jones. So I don't know. I think he's done, actually. He doesn't think he's done, but he hasn't done enough to prove himself to be good enough for someone to pick him up. And then how much money you think you're going to get even if someone does pick you up? Is it worth it at this age?
Yeah. He can talk, go to Atlanta Falcons, so him and that coach are pretty good. Just say, hey, this is my last year, retired as Atlanta Falcon, and then use it on third down and then let him go on out. I mean, he got good ties with Arthur Blank and all of them, so maybe that he'll go back then, 1-year contract, and then retire.
I mean, they might as well. They're giving out favors when it comes to the quarterback, so yeah, why not?
Yeah.
They'll sign him for a 1-day contract and let him retire as a Falcon, but he won't see no playing time.
Yep.
So now,
I'm sorry, brother-in-law.
Well, don't worry. In fact, this next video is tied to your brother-in-law. This is his grandson talking to him. This again, his grandson talking to him.
Dad.
What?
Have I ever told you that I love your cooking?
No.
So why do you keep cooking for me?
Think about it. Think about it. Coach Fritz, think about it. That's Coach Julius Hall, grandson talking to him.
Oh my gosh.
Woo. You ever saw Homer Simpson choking out Bart? Yeah, that's what it would be like. You know what I'm saying? That's what it would be like. But boy, that's that's funny. I don't know where you found that one, but that one's funny. I like that. That one made me laugh. Woo.
Coach Stud.
Let me tell you what my brother-in-law grandboys, if that cooking ain't right, he's gonna get told that with them two.
Yeah.
They just as frisky as they could be now at a young age.
Coach Bernard Brown.
Jules, my boy, no comment.
Oh, don't be scared.
No comment.
Coach Teacher, go ahead.
Listen, you saw how Dad was cheesing. He was ready for that compliment. Nah, son, stop cooking for me. It ain't good. Straight out of the little kids' mouths.
All right, we're moving on. This is about love right now. This is about love.
Jordan Love just signed the biggest contract in all of sports, but the way he's spending the money is even crazier. Jordan Love was given $220 million, and it's all guaranteed, meaning that even though he doesn't have the money up front, he can use that contract as collateral to be given a loan of over $220 million. When you factor in his sponsorship deals that he already has, the net worth of $50 million that he already accumulated, and his projected income of well over $400 million additional dollars, he can get access to over $800 million in a loan. Do we know that because he did that? The Packers have always been owned by the public, as it shows here. They don't have a billionaire owner. They're not even worth $1 billion. They're just owned by shareholders throughout Wisconsin. But after Jordan Love received a loan of over $500,000, he was able to buy a majority share in the team. The team is still publicly traded and they still are publicly owned, but since he is over 51% of the shares, he is now effectively the owner. And I think you know what's going to happen next. It's another extension for Jordan Love.
Coach Tisha. You're muted, Coach Tisha. You're muted.
Chuck. Sorry. Listen, I'm like a proud parent. While everybody else was playing checkers, this kid was playing chess. I mean, y'all had him sitting in the background waiting. He was doing the numbers. Mm-hmm. He already had that money spent before he got it. Mm-hmm. And as soon as he got it, he put that execution in. I watched that video quite a few times. I was like, wait a minute. What did he do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's what you call being raised right.
Mm-hmm.
Know what to do with that money. Know how to get that in revenue coming in, even if you're not on the field. I'm very happy for him. Not my team, but I'm still happy for him.
Yeah.
Great job.
Coach Bernard Brown.
Brett Favre didn't do it. Brett Favre stealing for Mississippi. Right. Aaron Rodgers didn't do it. He's stealing for New York. For this kid to do what he just did, he phenomenal.
Yeah.
Trust me. And look halfway like us. So he got the right people in this corner. So whether he win or lose, he's winning because he owned the team. One of the part on the team. So I don't think anybody in NFL history own an NFL team and playing in the NFL.
Or even thought to do what he did.
Right. Yeah.
Coach Stud.
Well, I have two teams. AFC is the Jacksonville Jaguars. NFC is the Green Bay Packers. I'm a cheesehead. Okay. That was a great move by Jordan Love, but I hope he don't think that is going to keep him at that quarterback position if he don't produce for the Green Bay Packers. This is a team that is owned by that city there. He's the majority owner now, but they will do something and get him from up under that center with his 51% share in this team if he don't produce on that field. I've seen him move Brett Favre, and I just seen him move Aaron Rodgers. They will move you. The Packers want a winning team. That was a great investment for him. Like Coach Tisha say, even if he ain't on the field, he's still winning. And I agree with that.
Yeah.
Coach Fritz.
Kudos to him. Like Julius Hall said, rule change is coming. Rule change. So, but I love that he did that for himself. That shows he was a thinker. He was sitting back and, not getting the opportunities that he wanted. Now, he owned 51% of the team. Gangster boss move on his part. So now, like Coach Tisha, Bernard, and Eric said, if you don't play quarterback, it's not like he's gonna move himself. He's just gonna say, okay, put somebody else in there. I'll just buy out gracefully and I'll still make money on the team. And he probably will be their first billionaire.
Well, hopefully they surround him with what he needs to produce a winning team.
Yeah.
He can't do it by himself.
He's the owner now, so he can surround people with what he wants.
Yeah. And even if he don't win in Green Bay, he's still a part owner. He can go to Atlanta Falcons or somewhere and play. He's still the owner.
Y'all still with this Atlanta Falcons thing? Y'all got Kirk Cousins now.
Yeah, man, please. See, we come out better get Jamal the quarterback for us, man. Hey, trust me, he'll play 2 games and then that rookie will come and take over.
So we're gonna be closing now. We got our last 8 minutes. We're gonna do this right here. This is again no excited. Then we're gonna go back to the NFC North. We're gonna go back to the NFC North right after these 2 ventures right here for y'all to understand. This too is a sport. They just had the championship. I just saw the championships. In fact, let y'all know that too.
The paintball broadcast on ESPN went so good last night. They're doing it again today. They're redoing it again today. 12 Eastern. You did it, y'all. We did it. We're doing it. We did it. Tom Cole, you the man. Let's go. And you might be saying, oh, what does Wolf care? Why does he this way? It doesn't matter. It's all paintball, baby. And it's on TV. And we're going live again. Let's go. Let's go. Woo!
Game on.
Paintball, and they just had a championship. They had a Chicago championship. A derby. They just had that, and the Red Wolf team, I think, out of Chicago, they were the ones who won. So, Coach Stud, paintball.
Boy, they invent anything and make it a sport, don't they? Hey, kudos to them gentlemen with that.
Coach Teach, what's your thoughts about Wolf?
I mean, people, really? ESPN is just looking for shows to put on. We here. I'm just saying. Like, you got all these slots that you just throwing shows on. Like, wow. Really? I mean, look us up.
Now you understand. That's why we do what we do. That's right. Coach Fritz.
Now, if y'all haven't paid, paintball has been out for a long time. I remember once upon a time I was supposed to do it, but I guess I chickened out. I don't remember why, but I was seriously interested in paintball. But they're really into it. You do get hurt. It depends where you get shot at. You do get hurt, but it's a real live sports. And don't be surprised. You know, they putting on ESPN. Please, they could put us on. You'll do a good job.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just a little shout out. I love ESPN. I love y'all since y'all first started. Cardboard cutout.
Coach Bernard Brown.
Nah, I agree with Coach Fick. Paintball been out for a minute. You know what I'm saying? They got to do something to make money since they don't give Stephen Smith all that money. So they're going to have to do something. But I think that's one sport that I think Jenkins Warriors can win. Paint. Yep.
So we would shoot you. And so now we are going to the NFC North. And so we're coming to our last 4 minutes on Ebony Sports Reporters NFC North right now.
I'm going to be honest with you. Skip Bayless is not one of my favorite people. I'm on there doing the show. I do the show and everything. And then all of a sudden, this is when the Tebow phenomenon was going on. And he was a huge Tim Tebow guy. So I come on there on a Monday and, you know, we're trading barbs and everything. We go back and forth. And then I just level set it and was like, listen, if throwing the football is important in the NFL, Tim Tebow will never be a starting quarterback in the NFL. So he got defensive, and then he came back and said, well, that's why you didn't win a Super Bowl, which got nothing to do with nothing. Agreed. We went to commercial break. I took my earpiece out, and I told him, I'll never be on your show again. And if you ever say anything like that to me again, I'll punch you right in the fucking face.
Bernard Brown, CC, and I should say NFC North and also the NFC East.
Yeah. Hey, I agree with him, man. Skip, you know, that's why he ain't gonna have no job now at the end of the year. I mean, people are getting tired of him, and you know, he always, anytime you say something about a white quarterback, he'll come and kick low on the black guy like he did Shannon, and you know, it ain't no surprise. At the end of the day, I'm glad Skip going off the TV. About time. About time.
All right, Coach Stud.
I would have liked to saw Chris Carter really quote his stats to him and tell him, no, I didn't. But I played the game at a very, very high level and would go down as one of the top 5 receivers ever to play this game. What game did you play? What sport did you play? And I would have just ripped him. I would have went to telling him when he led the lead in catches, receptions, and yards. Boy, he should have just ripped him and told him we did not win one. It certainly wasn't because of my underachievement or my performance. He should have ripped Bailey. He let him get away with that. He should have ripped him. He got some stats that would have made him stand up. CC let him get away with one day.
Coach Fritz.
CC didn't win one because of the quarterback that he had. It wasn't because of CC didn't have talent. Remember, he had Randy Moss on the other side, and he was the number 2. So the quarterback was suspect. Let's get that straight first. So the team didn't have a great running back. If people didn't pay attention to that Minnesota team, you had the best number 1 and the best number 2 receivers in the league at that time. And for Skip, first thing first, Skip Bayless don't play no kind of sports. I don't even know who made him. He has a platform and he think he could talk like he played sports. And I was surprised Shannon Sharp didn't get him. I'm surprised a lot of people didn't get him, but he will be, like Coach Bernard Brown said, he'll be out of a job at the end of this year because I don't see anybody watching his show like that. And, he just talks. If you go against his holy grail of quarterbacks and anybody that he thinks that he how can I put it? He anoints as the greatest, he's against you. And then he's gonna come at you like he's attacking you personally. It's not like he's saying, look, check the facts, look at the records. He's attacking you personally, and that's cowardless. That's cowardless on his part.
Coach Tisha, you got 26 seconds.
I was really hoping Chris would have, Coach Stud said, tell him who you are. Don't let him get away with just saying those little low blows. Let him know. I may not have won a Super Bowl, but look, check the facts of my record. Skip Bayless is an emotional person, and he speaks outwardly how he really feels inwardly. Sometimes the quiet part gets loud.
All right. And this is Ebony Sports Reporters. We've had with us Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, Coach Stud, Coach Bernard Brown. We say check out all the shows on on Our Black Media, and we see y'all next week. We're signing out. Peace and blessings.
Y'all be good.
like that.